Baby Walangolo is not just another Nollywood drama, it is a raw, emotional, and deeply unsettling story that exposes the harsh realities of survival, poverty, exploitation, and the consequences of choices forced by circumstance from the very first scene. The film pulls you into a chaotic and troubling world where desperation often outweighs morality, and survival becomes the only goal. At the center of the story is Jonna, a struggling single mother who is caught in a dangerous cycle of street life and exploitation. She is not portrayed as a villain, but rather as a victim of her environment, someone who has been pushed into making painful decisions just to keep herself and her daughter, Zora, alive. This layered portrayal is one of the film's greatest strengths, as it forces viewers to confront uncomfortable truths about society. Plot overview: the story unfolds in a gritty neighborhood where Jonna lives under the control of a ruthless man named Boko. He is manipulative, abusive, and represents the dark side of power in vulnerable communities. Jonna works under him, engaging in activities she clearly despises but feels trapped in due to her circumstances. Her daughter, Zora, is innocent yet observant. As the story progresses, we see how deeply her mother's lifestyle affects her perception of life. One of the most heartbreaking moments in the film is when Zora begins to believe that her future is already decided, that she is destined to follow the same path as her mother. This moment alone captures the central theme of the film, the generational impact of hardship and societal neglect. Themes explored: 1. Survival versus morality. The film constantly asks, what would you do to survive? Jonette's choices may be questionable, but the movie makes it clear that they are not made out of desire, but necessity. This creates a moral conflict for viewers: should she be judged or understood? 2. Exploitation and abuse. Boko's character is a symbol of systemic abuse. He manipulates, threatens, and controls those weaker than him. His actions highlight how vulnerable individuals, especially women, can become trapped in cycles of exploitation. 3. Motherhood and sacrifice. Despite everything, Jonette's love for her daughter is undeniable. She endures humiliation, danger, and pain just to provide for Zora. Her sacrifices are heartbreaking, especially when they are misunderstood by her own child. 4. Identity and self-worth. Zora's internal struggle is one of the most powerful aspects of the film. She battles with shame, anger, and confusion about who she is and who she is supposed to become. The influence of negative voices around her nearly pushes her into making irreversible decisions. Character analysis. Jonna. Jonna is the emotional core of the movie. She is flawed, broken, yet incredibly strong. Her journey from survival to seeking redemption is what drives the story forward. Her vulnerability makes her relatable, while her resilience makes her admirable. Zora represents hope, but also the danger of lost innocence. Her character shows how easily young minds can be shaped by their environment. Her transformation throughout the film is both painful and inspiring. Boko is the antagonist, but more than that, he represents a system that preys on the weak. He is not just a bad man, he is a symbol of a larger problem. His presence creates tension and fear throughout the film. Josiah brings a different energy into the story. He represents kindness, compassion, and the possibility of change. Unlike others, he helps without expecting anything in return, showing that not everyone is driven by selfish motives. Key moments that stand out. One unforgettable scene is when Zora confronts her mother, expressing shame and anger. It is a painful exchange that reflects real-life struggles in many homes. Another powerful moment is when Jonna breaks down, admitting she hates the life she lives but feels she has no choice. These scenes are emotional and deeply impactful. The turning point of the film comes when Jonna finally decides to fight for a better life, not just for herself, but for her daughter. This decision marks the beginning of hope and healing. Message of the movie. Baby Walangolo sends a strong message. Your circumstances do not have to define your future. It emphasizes the importance of breaking cycles, making better choices, and believing in change even when it seems impossible. The film also calls attention to societal issues: poverty, lack of support systems, and the dangers faced by vulnerable individuals. It challenges viewers to think beyond judgment and consider the root causes of people's actions. Cinematography and dialogue. The movie uses simple yet effective visuals to portray its story. The setting feels real, raw, and unfiltered, which adds to the authenticity. The dialogue, mostly delivered in pidgin English, makes the story relatable and grounded in reality. The emotional delivery by the actors is commendable. Their performances bring depth to the characters and make the story believable. Strengths of the movie. Emotional depth. The film does not shy away from difficult topics. Relatable storyline. Many viewers can connect with the struggles portrayed. Strong performances. The actors deliver convincing and powerful performances. Important message. It highlights real societal issues and encourages change. Weaknesses. While the movie is powerful, some scenes feel overly intense and chaotic, which might be overwhelming for some viewers. Additionally, certain transitions could have been smoother to improve storytelling flow. Final thoughts. Baby Walangolo is a bold and emotional film that tells a story many people may not want to hear but need to hear. It is not just entertainment. It is a reflection of reality for many individuals living in difficult conditions. The movie reminds us that behind every struggle is a human being with dreams, pain, and the desire for a better life. It encourages compassion, understanding, and the belief that change is always possible. Overall rating, 8/10. If you're looking for a movie that will make you think, feel, and reflect, Baby Walangolo is definitely worth watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Flicks and Feels, like, share, and drop your thoughts in the comments. What did you think about Jeanette's choices? Could she have done anything differently? Let's talk.